Afraid to be Naked is a show in which the contestants are afraid to be naked. For 40 days and 37 nights, they will live together in a 4-bedroom condo in Cleveland, Ohio. The contestants on Afraid to be Naked are from all walks of life, but they all have one thing in common. They desperately want to be on television. And they really are afraid of being naked. The contestants were chosen for the score they received in our evaluation process. The Primitive Unclothed Survival Score, or PUS, is an evaluation where we score their ability to survive being fully dressed in a house full of strangers. We evaluated our contestants Caitlyn J, who received the PUS score of 1.7, Ron J, who received the PUS score of 7.9, KM, who received a PUS score of 2.3, and Khloe K, who received a PUS score of 0.3 because of her complete inability to do anything. To get to know our contestants better, we asked them some questions. Caitlyn, what is your favorite song and why?
My favorite song and why? With a little help from my friends, I've always really identified with the line, "What do you see when you turn out the lights? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine." Yeah, that always hit home.
What kind of animal would you be?
What kind of animal would I be? One of those frogs who can change their gender depending on who they're with. I think that would be awesome.
What is the defining moment in your life?
A defining moment in my life? There's been so many little ones that add up. When I first wore my mom's dresses, when my daughters first helped me put on makeup, when I was able to perfect my tuck and walk without my nads hurting so much, that was big. When I first learned to walk in high heels, oh yeah, that was something. Oh yeah, that Olympic medal thing, that was pretty good too.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with me? Where do you start? I just feel that I'm a woman trapped in the body of a man who didn't have much use for his cojones with that man-eater of a wife that I was married to. God, she's a piece of work.
Why are you afraid to be naked?
Why am I afraid to be naked? I'm kind of a hot mess when I'm naked right now. Have you heard the term ladyboy? Well, that sums me up pretty well. Nobody wants to see what I have going on down there. I mean, ew.
Another crisis point arises when Khloe K gets locked in her room for 3 hours. Khloe is so used to doors that magically open for her, she doesn't know to turn the knob and then pull the door towards her. She is very upset and spends the rest of the day telling the rest of the contestants she could have died in that hellhole. We're here with Ron J. Ron, we've got 5 questions for you. First, what is your favorite song and why?
Big 10-inch by Aerosmith. Do I really need to tell you why?
Good point. What kind of animal would you be?
A king snake. A giant albino crawling up your leg king snake, baby.
The defining moment in your life?
When the doctor turned me over and said, "Oh my God, it's a boy, all right. Will you look at the size of that schlong on this kid? Holy crap, somebody get a picture of me holding this kid. Yeah, make sure you get the whole thing in the picture. Hey, let's weigh him and then let's weigh just his
What the hell is wrong with you?
All my life I've been known for the size of my giant monster and not the person I am deep down inside. No one knows the sensitive me.
Why are you afraid to be naked?
Why would I be afraid to be naked? You've seen my dick, right? It's a friggin' piece of art. It needs its own zip code, for God's sake. I got broads crawling out of the woodwork to climb on this pole. I've had chicks do pull-ups on this thing. I have to try not to get laid. My unit gets so much action, I need to moisturize it at night. Every broad wants to say to her girlfriend that she got harpooned by the legendary whale dick of Ron J. My life is sweet, my friend.
Kate M is hungry and tries to find something to eat. She forages in the refrigerator but is baffled by the choices that confront her. She's used to being served completed meals served on gold-edged plates by servants. These foods appear to need to be prepared somehow. After 20 minutes of staring into the refrigerator, she starts to cry. Seeing her in distress, Ron J offers to help in exchange for her polishing his pole, as he puts it. Kate M is baffled by what that means until Ron J exposes his manhood. Kate screams, shrieks, and runs to her room and locks herself in. We're with Khloe K, and we have 5 questions for Khloe. Khloe, what is your favorite song and why?
The Mr. Ed theme song. I just love that show. I've always felt very close to a horse. I mean, to horses. My whole life, I even tried to eat oats once.
What kind of animal would you be?
Definitely a horse. I feel like I have the face for it.
The defining moment in your life.
When I was told I was a wannabe, a Klingon, life-sucking, talentless loser, and that was by my mother.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm a Cardassian. I think that says it all.
Why are you afraid to be naked?
Have you seen me? I'm shaped like a fat horse. I have a ginormous ass and a face like a car wreck. My dad used to ask me all the time when I was a kid, hey, why the long face? I didn't get that joke for years. I still don't, actually. Someone just told me it had something to do with horses. Did I mention that I love horses?
Thank you, Khloe. A crisis point arises when Ron J leaves the toilet seat up and Caitlyn spends over an hour trying to decide whether to use the toilet like she used to with the seat up or put the seat down and use it like her new gender would. Caitlyn finally decides to try another bathroom where fortunately the seat was already down. Crisis averted. Kate M, what is your favorite song and why?
Oh, I would say that would be Diamond Girl by Neil Diamond. I'm so like that, don't you know?
What kind of animal would you be?
Oh, I suppose some kind of social parasite that just reproduces and lives off of others. Like a bacteria, maybe. Or a virus, perhaps.
What is the defining moment in your life?
Oh, most definitely when I popped out the air. I knew then that all I needed to do was crank out a spare and I could sit on my bum the rest of my life.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I was raised to believe in a fairy tale, and it actually came true for me. I'm a real-life princess, don't you know? I'm so lucky to have wormed my way into a dream life. I don't ever have to lift a finger. It's really grand, don't you know?
Why are you afraid to be naked?
Well, it seems that every time I show this royal bum off to my randy hubby, that little willy of his gets jammed into my private parts and he knocks me up. We already have an heir and a spare. I'm tired of being a royal baby-making machine. Oh, let him start shagging the nannies for a bit, for God's sakes. Have you seen how skinny those slags are? He could throw some man goo into my little sister Pippa too, that little trollop. She really does need some action. Did you know her bum actually has an appreciation society? Oh God, it's true, that little tramp.
Ron J leaves the condo in search of broads who aren't so screwed up in the head. Ron cautiously makes his way to Lolita's lounge and disappears inside. Ron J is never seen again. He is presumed to be a casualty of the afraid to be naked wilderness.